The strange footage that destroyed Stephon Marbury's NBA career. I'm very confident that I can say most of you probably remember who Stephon Marbury is, and I'm pretty sure you guys have already heard all about his NBA career, because there are multiple videos on YouTube that basically run through his playing time that he had in the league. And if you don't know much about Marbury, then I suggest you go watch one of those videos, because that's not what this video is about. This particular video is about something that people would rather not talk about, but I'm here to inform you about the time he basically spiraled out of control. So let's jump right to the story. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward to the time he spent with the New York Knicks, which was from 04 to 09, and that was perhaps the years where his career would start to decline. Here's a quick summary of what went on when he was with New York. During the 05-06 season, Marbury would constantly feud with head coach Larry Brown, which caused his popularity to take a massive hit. In the start of the 07-08 season, Stephon Marbury found himself again involved in a public feud, this time with the new head coach Isiah Thomas. One specific incident involved Marbury threatening to blackmail Thomas after learning that he planned to take Marbury out of the starting lineup. Stephon would miss one game after that altercation, and then return back to the team, only to find himself having to play in front of a hostile Knicks crowd, who were constantly booing him all game. Soon, there were multiple rumors that the Knicks were looking to trade Marbury, but surprisingly, the Knicks decided to fire Isiah Thomas instead, who was replaced by Mike D'Antoni. Eventually, the Knicks would sign Chris Duhon, who some speculated could take Marbury's starting spot. And during training camp before the next season began, Marbury found himself competing with Duhon for the starting point guard job. And unfortunately for Stephon, the Knicks granted Chris Duhon the starting spot, and obviously, Marbury was not happy with that at all. After seeing Marbury's frustrations, Coach Mike D'Antoni ensured him that he will still get plenty of minutes to play, but Marbury, feeling that he and the Knicks had gone separate ways, refused to play at all, and that led to Marbury getting banned from attending any Knicks practices or games. In February 2009, the New York Knicks and Stephon Marbury agreed to a buyout, and just 3 days later, Marbury signed with the Boston Celtics, where he would finish out that season. But when the Boston Celtics only offered him a one-year contract for the veteran's minimum, he figured he would take a much-needed break from basketball and did not agree to the contract. And that very summer of 2009 was where his life would hit rock bottom. He started to become very depressed and would admit at one point that he became suicidal. His wife Latasha stated that Marbury would just lay in bed all day eating Fruity Pebbles and isolating himself from the outside world. His wife, along with many others, believed it was the combination of the recent death of his father, along with the emotions of how the Knicks treated him throughout his time in New York, and watching a Starbury sneaker company unravel right in front of his very eyes, caused him to fall into a deep depression. And the footage I'm about to show you was evident of that. During that summer, he posted several webcam videos of himself acting very strange and out of his mind. First, he posted a video of him crying while listening to sad music. Then, he recorded a video of himself eating Vaseline, which he says was supposed to soothe his throat from all the singing he's been doing. But most people did not believe that was the case. He would follow that up to a video of him dancing to a Michael Jackson song with lotion all over his face. And lastly, he recorded a video of him yelling at the camera while pouring water all over his head. Some thought his actions were a joke, and they made fun of his behavior, but others were actually very concerned about his health and thought something could seriously be wrong with him. He was beginning to look like a crazy person to the public eye, and his wife Latasha was seriously beginning to worry about him. But suddenly, out of nowhere, he received a call to play basketball once again, but not for an NBA team. The call was actually from a team in China called the Brave Dragons. Marbury was not sure what to think of the offer at first, but his wife told him that he can't keep laying around in a dark room all day, and she insisted he should go to China and give it a shot. Eventually, he agreed to take on the offer and play in the CBA. And little did he know, his basketball career, along with his overall life, would be revitalized. Marbury played for 4 teams in China, but his most successful run was with the Beijing Ducks, where he won 2 CBA titles. He also was a 5-time CBA All-Star during his playing time in China. Just when it was looking like his life was heading down a dark path, one phone call changed everything, and he found pure happiness. And before he knew it, he became a basketball icon in China. He also has his own statue in Beijing. During an interview with Real Sports, he reflects back on his time in the NBA, saying, To be told that you're a loser, that you can't win, and that you can't do this and you can't do that. Then to come to some place without speaking the language with cultural barriers, to be able to accomplish that goal was beyond anything. I left one place where they were basically hating me, and I come to another place where they love me. I'm like, why would I go back to a place where they hate me? I mean, that makes no sense to me. So as you can see, it is clear that he loves it there in China, and he says he will be forever grateful for the opportunity they gave him. Alright guys, now I want to know your thoughts on what went on during Marbury's darkest time of his life. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.